Welcome guys! Joke lang. Welcome to my channel.
Okay, and
Don't
welcome back.
forget to
So
like and
like, share, and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Hit the like button and enjoy.
Okay, so welcome back to the stream of Dungeons and Dragons Into the Mist with the Animal Crossing friends. And syempre, happy Valentine's to everyone. Meron mang date or wala. And
Happy Valentine's Day!
shout out
Happy
kay
Valentine's
Raisa
Day.
na nag-cancel ng kanyang date para lang dito. Okay. Uh, so, in our last session, the group went down to the basement of the mansion where they saw crypts and dark tunnels that looked to be occupied by the cult that once resided in this mansion. They laid to rest Rose and Thorn inside their crypts that were labeled for them, and then followed the strange chanting down into the dungeon below. In the dungeon, they were asked by the spirits of the corpse for a blood sacrifice, one that they were tempted to fulfill by sacrificing Rodrigo the dog. However, they relented and chose not to, triggering the vengeful spirits and who who implored the shambling mound that is inside that dungeon to take the life that they asked for. However, through careful planning and strategy, the team was able to defeat the shambling mound and extract baby Walter from the heart of the mound, eventually killing it and laying Walter to rest as well. Now, the group is exploring the tunnels of the catacombs in the basement and stumble upon a strange room with a statue of a man, a pale-faced man holding a crystal orb on his hand, and on his other hand he is petting a wooden wolf. Now, after carefully examining the statue, Johanna and Shivara tried to pick up the orb, but as Shivara's mage hand touched it, it triggered several shadows that appeared in front of the statue. Everyone rolled initiative. And you're already in initiative. And Shivara, you are first to move. As you see the shadows appear before you, what are you doing?
Anong gagawin natin? Lalaban tayo, no? No choice.
Parang... Siyempre, ako'y last na naman. What the fuck? Ay, hindi si Condor yan.
Gusto kong ano yan, mag-cast ng Thunder Wave ulit.
Wait. Anong gagawin
Paalisin
ko?
mo muna si yung mga tao sa loob ng...
Saan?
Hindi, kailangan wala. Kung magka-thunder wave si Condoriano, dapat walang ibang tao sa loob. Manitits kayo. Uy na lang.
Or yung tawag nito.
Alis pa.
Hindi, mag-attack muna
Pwede
kayo.
pa kami umalis ni Johanna.
Baka habulin kasi kayo. Ay, pwede tayong lumabas.
Oo nga, baka habulin pala tayo.
Kasi ang next na attack ko lang.
Ano ulit? Parang
Putol-putol.
putol-putol. Oo nga.
Ay, putol-putol ba ako?
Mm.
Ay, sorry. Hindi, ang sinasabi ko, pag umalis ka, may iwan ako sa loob. Kasi yung next na mag-a-attack,
Sila.
ban. Rinig niyo ako?
Oo. So, hindi ako alis.
Oo, tingnan mo.
Pa rin.
Ikaw tapos kalaban. Hindi, pwede din naman. Pwede pa rin naman. Pwede ka pa rin lumabas. Pwede ba namin takasan na lang to? Parang hindi kami mag-engage. Can we do that, DM?
You can try.
Daw, we can try. Ang big nung sagot eh. You can try.
Wait, so tatakbo ako?
Pwede. I guess. Pwede.
Okay.
Mag-ice knife ako mamaya.
Akala ko ba yung shake, yung
Oo.
thunder something.
Ano din yun? AOE din yung yung ice knife.
Ah, okay. Sige.
Anong damage nitong ice
So,
knife?
tumakbo ako. Wait. Wala ako ibang spells eh. Pwede ba ako mag-illusion?
Sure. What does it do? Okay. It creates an illusion as a distraction.
As a distraction.
Sure.
May visuals ba to? Wait lang. Image. Okay. So, magka-create na lang ako ng illusions as distraction.
What kind of illusion?
Sana umabot.
What kind of
Hanggang
illusion are you
kayo,
making?
Wait lang. Wala, may specific. Pwede bang parang humans o hindi kaya ng human? Hindi kaya na human?
Pwede naman. As long as it's not bigger than 5 feet.
Pandak. Okay. Yun na lang. Na kunyari lalaban sa kanila.
Okay. So, Shivara runs out of the room and leaves a visual imprint of herself inside the room in her place. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, end of turn.
Okay.
Wait lang, Shivara. Can you si DM kung nakikita ba natin kung sino yung leader dito? Kung ano sila, like, mumu ba sila or ano? Alam ba namin?
They are
Kasi hindi pa ako pwede, di ba?
from where you are standing, Johanna, you can see that they are shadows. They are shadow creatures. Parang
Okay.
they are ghosts with physical manifestations.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. And with that, Shivara, your turn ends, and you see the shadows start creeping upon Johanna. And one
Oh my God!
starts following Shivara, but is blocked by Gideon.
Wala ka, nagkalat.
And
Nag-spread.
the other one follows suit, and another one starts heading towards Johanna as well.
Di ba pader to? Wait, di ba Di ba pader tong ko? Di ba pader to?
Yes, pader yan.
Ito siya.
Si Condoriano
Okay,
pala
okay.
ang humarang, hindi si Gideon.
Oo.
May malaking turtle.
Yes. And you can see Johanna is being surrounded by shadows, which 3 of them try to drain your strength.
Oh no! I'm gonna die! Oh! Time to create new characters.
So that's 1.
Shit. Wait! May ano ako.
and 3.
Wait!
Ay, hindi.
Wait.
Depende sa AC mo. Mababa, oh.
So only
18.
one of them hits and deals 6 damage. 6 necrotic
Wait,
damage.
meron akong something.
Yes, what is that
May,
something?
pag mga necrotic, hindi ako tinatablan ata ng ganyan.
Ha.
Wait.
Sige, go ahead.
Wait lang ah.
Sure.
This one, wait. Eto ba to? Wait, nabasa ko yung last time. I need to check. Okay. Kailangan ko muna pala mag-turn sa undead bago ako hindi matablan. Sige. Magte-turn na lang ako na undead. Later.
Okay, so you feel that some of your energy is drained from you. You suffer 6 damage. And then, at the corridor, Condriano, you are attacked by one of the shadows. 16. The 16 hit.
16, AC ko 17.
I think it's 12. Your
My
HP.
God!
May ano ako tawag nito.
Mhm.
Natural armor.
What does natural armor give you?
Ano siya? Default 17 armor.
Really? Lakas ah.
Paano to pag ano?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then it's 17.
Wow!
So that means the drain misses you. As you feel a shadow pass you. And then nothing else. Kiliti lang. Johanna, it's now your turn.
Condoriano. Wait lang, na-out ako sa game. May napindot ako. Tama ba yung intindi ko dun sa nilink ko kay?
Okay. So, Johanna, it's now
Pwede
your
ako
time to
mag-turn
shine.
to undead para hindi nila ako.
No. What?
Yes. Pwede ko bang... no?
What that does is the
Anong pwede?
undead will go away from you. They will be scared of you.
Ayun, yun na lang. Basta yun yung divinity egg
Yes.
na pinost ko kanina.
So
yun
you're
yung
going
gagawin
to
ko.
channel divinity
Nice!
and turn
Yes.
undead.
Nice!
Yes, please.
Can you describe to us how you turn undead? What is your like ritual or what is your prayer to shoo them away?
May prayer. Ang naisip ko lang yung parang magta-turn ako sa... Alam mo yung pag nakagat ka ng zombie, yung mata mo biglang mag-pure white.
Mhm.
Tapos parang
Nice!
magraratan yung katawan ko. For being beautiful, nagratan. Like as in, parang ka naging zombie. Ganun. Tapos, ito na lang. Yung white walker sa Game of Thrones. Parang ako naging ganun. Tapos, white.
Magiging White Walker ka?
Tapos, siguro may chinachan. Parang ganun yung magiging itsura ko. Kasi diba undead? Yun na yung naisip ko na itsura.
Wait. I'm going to clarify that this is you.
Or-
This is you shooing the
Oo,
turning
hindi ka
the
magiging
undead
undead.
away, not turning into undead.
Undead! Oh my God! Okay. Pwede pa yung mag-white ng eyes ko, I guess.
Of course.
Pwede yan. Kasi
Ayan. Siguro,
Ano ba yung kalaban?
mumu ata sila eh. Hindi ko alam. Basta may something ako na hindi ako pwedeng lapitan ng mga ganyan. Pag ginamit ko yung divinity ek. Anyway, parang may chinachanta ko. Tapos biglang magwa-white yung eyes ko.
Mhm. Okay.
Yun na lang. Tapos parang magkakaroon ako ng fragments na white sa buong body ko. Ganun. Parang nagla-light up ako, I guess.
Okay. So, can you tell me what your spell save DC is?
Saan yun?
Sa spells. Tapos yung sa upper right.
Spell? Okay. I-click ko lahat yan.
No.
Hindi, hindi. Ano
Sa
yung
character sheet mo.
Bago.
Ano yung number?
Go to your character sheet.
spell D? Punta ka sa
nandito
sheet
ako.
mo. Tapos punta ka sa spell.
Ayan. Spells? Okay. Get spells. Okay. Tapos,
Spell save DC.
ano ba yan?
Spell DC. Ano yung spell DC mo? Nasa taas.
15. Ano yun?
Okay. So that means
15.
all of the creatures that will be affected by this need to roll higher than 15, and only one of them does. That means everyone else
Yay.
is now afraid of you as they hear your chanting.
Oh, wow. Ang cool.
So in their next
Ganun
turns,
pala yun.
they will all run away from you. And they will not be able to attack you anymore.
Okay. Galing. Ganun pala yun.
Is that the end of your
So,
turn?
action na ba yun?
Yes, that's an action.
Can I move outside? Pwede ba yun? Wala naman kaming, naka-announce sila sa akin.
Well, they're technically blocking the way, but you'd have to... But they don't have a physical form, so yeah, you can move outside.
Okay, can I move outside para kasama ako sa team?
Sure.
Para kasing
Pwede mo
magpunta
siyang
loob.
sumingit kay Condoriano.
Sige.
Naku,
Wait!
excuse me.
Pwede naman.
May question.
Naka sa likod.
Yung ginawa ni Shivara, nandun ng Chris, nag-turn into mga fragments, naging ghost.
Alin?
Ginalaw ni Shiva.
Ano yun? Sorry?
Bakit mabas? Ay na ba yung net ko?
Napuputol ka, Raisa?
Hello?
Mm-mm. Naputol ka kanina.
Bakit? Hello? Oo, yung net ko. Wait lang. Sige. End of my turn, papa-connect ako sa sa internet mismo. Go na. Wait lang, papatulong ako kay Bri. Go na kayo, ha? Wait.
Condoriano.
Ha?
Di ba may plan si Condoriano
Kasi wala
na
labas.
si AOE?
Oo nga. Oo nga, labas muna pala ako. Oo nga.
Sa tabi siguro ni
Ayan,
Gideon.
labas. Wait, yun. Hindi ako very Ano ni Shiva?
Room.
B.
Ano yun? May tanong ata si Raisa.
Meron ko.
Hindi rin ako nakapalo kay
Putol-putol.
Mm,
Putol-putol. Lasa na.
Sige mo kay Bri, wag muna siya maglaro para mapunta sa iyo yung bandwidth.
Hindi na nga nakapag-dinner. Hindi pa maglalaro. Ano ba yan? Magagalit na sa atin si Bri.
Mm.
Ball ba na ginalaw ni Shivara nasa room pa? The ball is with Shivara. The orb is with Shivara because it was taken by the mage hand.
Pag binalik ko ba,
Ha?
mawawala sila? Pag binalik ko ba yung ball, mawawala sila?
You don't know that.
Sige, mamaya. Try natin.
Okay, so Johanna, what are you doing next? If any? Or are you ending your turn?
Baka nag-disconnect na.
Magkaparehas pala kayo ng angulo ni Shivara at ni Joanna, yung picture.
Oo nga, no?
Parang
Ang
sasayaw. Yung picture niyo sa yung token niyo. Pareho kayong nakagilid na ano.
Ang ano.
Diba? Parang
Ayoko
sasayaw.
lang zoom in.
Oh, ayan. Mag-ano na siya, LAN connector na. I think that's the end of Johanna's turn. So, Icarus,
Yeah.
it is now your turn. What are you doing? As you see that there are still shadows that are approaching. Oh, they're not approaching anymore. You can tell that they are already scared by Johanna's chanting. You're also aware that if you attack them, they will break out of that spell.
Ang spell ko.
Siguro ano, ano ba dapat gawin, guys?
Pwede ka pang kunin ni Icarus sa akin yung globe, tapos ibalik.
Pwede
Pwede
naman.
tumakbo tayo lahat.
That's an option.
So, wanna try?
Sige, depende sa dice. Diba? For sure, man yan.
May dice ba na kailangan?
Wala naman.
Di tayo nakapag short rest, diba?
Nope.
Hindi pa.
Di pa. Okay. Okay, confirming.
So, Icarus, what are you
Ano?
doing?
Ilan yung speed mo ulit? Hindi yata abot. Hindi ka makabalik.
25 lang.
Saan niya makikita? Sorry. Ay, 25 sa akin ah.
You have a flying
Parang
speed.
hindi abot.
Mm.
Ay, flying speed.
Ano yun? Sorry.
I think nasa left siya.
So iba pa siya sa speed, yung flying speed. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Saan ba yun? Flight. Ayun flight. Sa lower right pala. Kasama ng mga features and traits. So you have a flying speed of 50. But you cannot be using heavy or medium armor.
Wala naman natang... Ay, never mind.
And
Oo nga.
wala ka namang armor. Light armor lang naman.
Wala akong arm. Okay. So... Ano dapat gawin? Ano dapat gawin, guys? Sorry.
Yes, light armor.
Kayo, pwedeng
Abot
itry
siya.
umattack or itry ibalik yung orb.
Try ibalik yung orb siguro.
Okay.
Sige.
Okay, yan. Ito try ibalik yung orb.
Okay.
I
So,
think sakto sa feet.
you can also dash to double your speed.
Action na yung dash, ha?
Yeah. If you're just going to take your orb from Shivara, that's a free action.
Pero pag ibabalik siya, that's counted na yun as one move. Okay. Tama ba?
I'll take it as a bonus action
Okay.
if you're going to put it back.
Siguro gano'n na lang guys, no? Balikan na natin.
Sige. Sige, try natin.
Sige. Sige, yun na lang. Kasi baka mamaya, mag-GG tayo dito eh.
Sikip eh.
Okay.
Wala pa tayong short rest.
So, Icarus,
Yeah.
would you like to describe how you are taking the orb from Shivara and putting it onto the statue again?
Well, siguro iba, Shivara, ibabato ni Shivara sa akin yung orb. Tapos masasalo ko siya while I'm dashing towards dun sa pagpupuntahan ng orb.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, bale, yun. Sorry, ang parang description ko.
Okay. And using your, di ba you're using your flight ability to do this?
Hindi ba dapat yung sinadjust mo may parang dash na lang or never mind.
Pareho naman yun. Dash will
naman
give
siya.
you 50 feet of movement. Flying with dash will give you 100 feet. And you can see Icarus spread his wings and start flapping it.
Flapping.
Yes. And he zooms past Condoriano, over Condoriano's head, off to Shivara, and picks up the orb. And then he goes from here, he gets the orb, and then goes back down the hallway, past the shadows, and into the middle of the room once again. Icarus, you are now in front of the statue. What are you doing? And you can see that the
So,
shadows
I'm
are all afraid of you.
I will carefully place the orb dun sa parang parang shrine na yan. Then afterwards i-flap ulit yung wings, dash pabalik dun sa kasama ng party.
Okay. And as you return the orb, you start to see the shadows fade away. One by one, they cling onto the walls and return to the shadows, no longer threatening to fight you.
Yay.
Ayan.
Tayo.
Ano tayo dyan?
What is the part?
Kung binasa ko yung orb sa harapan nila, inasara ko lang.
Patay din tayo.
Oops, di siya malaglag.
Dapat pala ganun yung sinabi ko kanina.
Oops.
Nabitawan bigla.
Or ginagol ko sa tapat nila, pang asar lang.
Tinont pa eh, no?
Oo, tinon pa.
Okay, so you see the shadows fade in the room. What is the party now doing?
Explore ulit. Ano nga pa ginagawa natin?
Yan, Johanna is back.
Pwede mag-cast ako ng good berry.
Okay, sure.
I think
Pwede ba kami mag-short rest pala or long rest?
You do not find this area suitable for a short rest.
Yung space dito, ito, hindi pa rin.
Here? There.
Kung saan si Shivara.
You
bakit ka nasa loob?
you do not find that this area is secured.
Okay.
and you feel that if you take a rest here, there might be other monsters that will linger there.
Okay. Sige, go Josh. Kung ano yung sinasuggest mo kanina.
Ano? Goodberry?
Goodberry ba yun?
Sino ka? Bigay ko kay Gideon na ng Goodberry para maka-regenerate siya ng health.
Eh,
Ito siya. Saan na yun?
Okay. Yan. So 10 good berries. How many are you giving Gideon?
10 na.
Okay. And Gideon, you restore 10 hit points after being given 10 good berries by Condoriano.
okay. Thanks.
So what is the rest of the party doing now? As you now have an empty hall here that seems to still have some interesting skeletons tied to the wall.
Pwedeng investigate.
Okay, roll an
Meron.
investigation.
Hindi ako nagpag-guidance.
And with that investigation, you see skeletons shackled to the wall. You think, by the looks of it, they are most likely prisoners, earlier sacrifices. Anyone else trying to investigate this room?
Sige ako.
Pag-guidance muna din.
Hello? Narinig niyo na ako?
Yes, we hear you.
Ano yung na-receive ni Johanna kanina? Necrotic damage?
Yes.
Ha?
11.
Hindi mag-heal yun.
11 na yung maximum health mo.
Yes.
Ano? Ano nangyayari? Sorry, hindi ko na alam, hindi na ako makapalo. Ano nangyayari?
Na-clear out na yung room. Wala na yung mga shadows.
Oo.
And now they are investigating this room for any details. And humihingi ng guidance si Gideon habang i-investigate niya.
Sure.
Pwede ako
Guidance, go.
Okay. So Gideon, roll guidance.
14.
Okay. With that investigation, you see that there is one wall in this room that is oddly
Bray, nasan niyo?
that there's a different parang the wall looks different. One of the sections over here.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the party that there's a wall. You think we can break it? Or if there's a hatch, if there's an opening or way to open it.
As you touch it, Gideon, you feel that this can be pushed in.
Well, okay. Ooh.
And as you push it in, you see a staircase. And on top of that staircase is a ladder that leads upwards.
Sabihin ko, Condoriana, tell the others. I think we found a way up.
Sige. Guys, may ladder way up. Pakyat tayo doon.
So what's the party
Gumagalaw din
doing?
yung Sige,
Pero nakaharang tayo secondariano dito. Alis na ako dito.
So what's the party doing after seeing the ladder?
Ito ba namin si
We
mommy
go
and
up.
daddy?
Gideon goes up.
Nakita na ba namin si mommy and
Ako.
daddy?
No, you have not seen mommy and daddy yet.
Okay. Yeah, meron na.
Gideon goes up the ladder. How about everyone else?
Akyat din ako.
What do I do?
Yep, akyat din.
How about Icarus
Here?
and Johanna? Do you go up the ladder as well?
How do I do that then? Naka-join na kasi ako dito eh.
Ako, lilipad na lang ako. Di ko naman
I'm
kailangan
not sure.
climb.
Mag-out ako dito.
Okay. How about Johanna? Do you climb the ladder with them?
Umalis siya sa Discord. Baka may naayos pa.
Okay.
Sige, ano ko na lang siya. Di ba may wings naman siya?
Yes.
Ayan. Siguro fly up na lang din siya. Nag-decide na ako for Yohanan.
Okay, we're on record naman.
Yeah.
And
Paano yung
Ay, si
aso?
Rodrigo pala. Si Rodrigo, igagrab na rin. Igagrab ko na rin by foot. Igatalon.
Kawawa.
Akit niya.
sabi, 5 to 6 months, 3 to 6 months.
Dahil hindi responsive yung owner na tonight, so grab ko by the talons, then fly upwards dun sa ladder.
Okay. And upon ascending the ladder, you find yourselves in this room.
Dito ba yung nag-loot tayo ng ano?
Yes.
Dito yun yung nakahanap ako ng ano. Tapestry.
Not this room. This is
Dito,
where
dito banda.
Yes. Yes, correct. That's it.
Dito yung glass
Oo.
na mahal.
Yes, you can see the shattered chests, but for some reason, the chests that you shattered open are now fixed again.
Pwede ko shatter ulit.
Sure,
May glass ulit.
go ahead. And as you walk
Saan
over,
banda yung ano?
here and here.
Kalakal ka na naman.
Wait, pwede namin i-check. Dala ba namin yung mga gamit namin kanina? Before pala.
However, as you start to get your weapons to smash the cabinets again, you start to feel the house rumbling.
Uy, ba't may daga?
Ay, daga.
Ako.
The door here,
Ang boses ko, sorry.
yan, we can hear you. Okay yung boses mo.
Okay, sige.
Yan.
Wire na lang.
Oh,
Naka-wifi kasi.
yan, less interference.
Yes.
Okay, so you're tawag to, Johanna, you have followed the party up the ladder,
Okay.
which brings you back to the den that you entered earlier, where you found those glasses.
Napaya namin yung mga ghosts.
No, you have not.
Ano lang? Anong ginawa namin? Sorry.
You have escaped them.
Escape.
Binalik
Okay.
yung orb.
Oh,
Binalik
binalik
yung orb.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and you feel that the house is shaking, and you see that the door here change from what used to be a normal door. There is now a guillotine that is moving on its own, opening and closing.
Ano yun?
Yung pampugot ng ulo.
Yes.
Oh my God!
And now, you see from the fireplace here, there is a green gas that is seeping inside.
May poison.
As you inhale it,
Naging escape room.
you feel that it is burning your lungs, and the more that you stay inside, it will make you cough and have high fever.
Turn na, oh.
Let's
Let's go out.
Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh my God! Wait lang! Wait.
Ano ata to?
Yes na ba kami?
Hindi pa.
Parang ano to escape na ano, scenario. Uy, 7 ang liit.
Pwedeng sumilip sa labas kung may mist pa rin. Di ba may ano dito?
Mhm.
May mist pa rin ba?
Outside you can see that it is dark outside. You do not see any mist anymore.
Kailangan lang namin makalabas.
That's what it looks like. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yep.
Johanna na lang.
Kulang pa.
Ako.
Johanna, initiative?
Ayaw mapin...
Ayan, there you go. Okay. Okay, so Shivara, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You see that there's a door here.
Kaya ba namin sirain yung bumababa at taas na blade?
You do not see any way to destroy it or disable it.
What about sa window? Pwede ba namin sirain yung window tapos labas na lang kami doon?
You see the windows are now blocked up. They are brick and they are too sturdy to destroy.
Mag-thunderwave ako.
Anong gagawin natin? Wala namang kalaban.
Shivara, you can feel that you can time yourself or time your jump through the door.
Okay. May roll. Anong...
If you would like to...
Pwede ko kayong i-guidance. Piling ko, ano yun?
Yeah, guidance would work.
Ayan. Okay.
Acrobatic ata.
So, if you would like to jump through the door,
Sige, acrobatic.
roll acrobatics.
Oh my
Wala
God.
acrobatic. Guidance ko kayo.
Kala ko hindi maputol yung leg ko.
Pwede ko ba siyang buhatin?
Oh my
para
goodness.
makatawid siya ng maayos?
Nag-roll na ako.
Roll your guidance. Okay. Oh my goodness. And as you jump across the door that is now a guillotine, unfortunately, part of your arm gets caught.
Okay. Kala ko naputol. Okay.
And you take 10 damage. But you're able to make it across here
Okay.
to the main lobby. Gideon, it's your turn now.
Pwede ko bang kunin tong table na to tapos parang ipang sa stopper ko
You can try.
tapos tsaka ako tatawid.
Sure. I'll give you that as a free action.
Okay.
And as you place the table or the cabinet into the doorway, you see that the guillotine just continues plowing through it. It is unhindered. It doesn't even slow down. It just cuts, raises, as if it's not even there.
And habang ginagawa niya, di ba pwedeng tumawid na siya?
Sino?
Si Gideon.
You're gonna raise it on your head?
Oo, para lang hindi yun, kumbaga parang may protection lang.
Unfortunately, if you see that the blade goes through the wood cleanly, like butter.
So, no choice but to do acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay, sige, I'll do it. Tinry ko lang, baka lang may ibang way. Wala bang parang wala bang way para ma-loosen yung latch ba yun or yung screw nung
You do not see any
Tingnan natin
screws.
mga gamit doon sa sa guillotine para maano siya.
Ano yan? Guillotine naka-swing yan or naka-up? Ano yan? Nag-swing lang or nag-ano siya? Up and down?
Up and down.
Pwede kaya ako magtago sa shell niya.
Batuin natin yung mga gamit doon sa loob na room.
Pwede ako magtago sa shell at magiging bangil ako.
You can try. You can risk it if you want.
Meron pa kayong mga spell. Baka meron tayong spell
So Gideon, what are
na
you doing?
pwede natin gamitin.
Wala, tatawid na lang ako. Walang choice.
Okay, roll acrobatics.
Gusto mo ng guidance? Guidance
Yes, please. Kailangan ko ng guidance. Baka mahati yung katawan ko.
guidance.
Guide me, guide me.
Toby, DM, I have a question. Can we look around kung may nakikita kaming way, parang i-stop siya, like magtutulong-tulong kami? Wala. Wala talaga.
As much as you look, there is no way for you to disable these moving parts. They do not seem to be mechanical. They are more magical than anything else.
Okay, sige.
Okay, Gideon. Acrobatics
Okay.
with
Guidance.
guidance.
Pang Olympics.
Putik! I'm gonna die.
Baba!
Oh my
Bye.
God. 11. What the heck?
And as you hop across the threshold, your arm gets caught as well. And you take 9 damage as the guillotine slices through your arm.
So, wala na akong arm?
No.
Ah, okay.
You still have an arm. However, you are
Fuck
there with Shivara as well. Icarus, it's now your turn.
Ah, gosh.
Hala, baka yung ma-chicken wings yung ano ko, pakpak ko.
Maging ano ka?
Baka
Fish
pwede
fillet. Ay,
itago.
chicken fillet.
Naging salted
Iba yung
egg.
mga angel
Yung
cards
pangako.
na itago. Baka pwedeng itago.
So, what are you doing now, Icarus?
Ako, mag-a-attempt ako na tumawid kasi mabilis naman ata yung speed ko.
Okay.
Guidance
Acrobatics.
din.
Ayan, you're given guidance.
Acrobatics. Yes, thanks.
Oh
Ay,
my
puta.
goodness! Oh my
Oh my
goodness!
gulay! Magiging Frankies yung wings ko.
Oh my God, tingnan niyo yung siniset ko sa Discord, yung mga nangyayari sa
And as you try to
mga
jump
pagtalon
across,
niya.
you get nicked
God.
in the leg as you're fast enough to evade just slightly, pero may na ano pa rin eh, natamaan pa rin. And you get 4 damage. Condriano, it's your turn. What do you do? And Icarus is able to get to the other side na rin.
Pwede ako tago ng shell ko, then mag-slide papunta dun sa kanila.
You're going to make a sliding roll to the other end.
Tago lang ako sa shell.
By the looks of the blade, your shell will not protect you from it.
Ano na lang, takbo na lang ako.
Guidance.
Okay, you get guidance again from Johanna.
Sige. Acrobatics. Teka.
Yes.
Liit na ako acrobatics.
Oh no.
Dalawa.
Roll guidance.
Ano, hindi?
God, ano yan?
D4.
Guys, we are not acrobatic people.
Parang yung yung diving team, yung puro plank tayo.
Oh my
Ano
goodness.
yun? Puro plakda.
So Condoriano, you wind yourself up and then you
Sorry.
try jumping across the blades. Unfortunately, it nicks you in the shell, doing
Hala.
8
my
damage.
soft-shelled crab.
Wait.
Sushi siya.
Despite the toughness of your shell, it still cuts through it,
Wala.
leaving a big gash on your shell. Johanna, it's now your turn.
Ay, sige. Guidance din sa sarili.
Okay, you have guidance on
Yung
yourself.
guidance.
Hala si
Yes!
Rodrigo. Wait lang, paano
Hala.
nakatalo si Rodrigo?
Wow,
Ano?
flexible.
Ayan.
Nagpipilates.
And
Wow.
then Johanna,
Naglimborak ako.
effortlessly times her jump through the door and is able to evade it completely. Totally unharmed. And as you all gather in this room, you see this fireplace start to emit green smoke as well. As it fills the room, you feel that it is the same poisonous gas as the one in the den.
TM, can we investigate saan nanggagaling yung baka naman meron kaming natitira na something?
What
Can
you,
we check kung saan?
yung source ng gas?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, ba't ganon kada room pinupuntahan namin, nagkakaroon ng ganon?
You feel that this is the last-ditch effort of the vengeful spirits to claim the life that they were denied.
DM, can we flap our wings as we escape the room? Kasi for sure, aalis kami sa room kasi nga may poison gas siya, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Para lang di namin ma-sniff 100% yung poison. Pwede ba?
Okay, sure. Okay, you try to...
Johanna, flap natin ang wings.
Ayan.
Magplap ako.
As we escape. Tapos nakatakip yung one arm natin nakatakip sa ilong natin as we run away. Wow.
Okay.
May ganun.
So, Shivara, it's your turn
Wait.
again. You see another pair of guillotines here blocking your exit.
God. Okay. Roll ulit.
Makakatakas ba tayo?
Ewan ko rin.
May idea ako, sorry. Pwede ba naman siyang
Game
tulungan
guidance.
na para makabuelo siya, makatalon, buelong matalon siya. Ganun.
Yes, you can.
Kuya, dalawa kami, tapos parang, let's say, itatoss namin siya para mas mabilis yung yung buwelo niya.
Yes, you can.
Uy, pwede pa rin.
Advantage ba yun?
Yes, that will grant her advantage.
Pwede ko rin itulak
Oh,
kasi
good.
mabigat ako.
Pwede palang ganun lang eh.
Okay, for that.
Paano yung huli?
So for the assist, roll your acrobatics.
Sige.
With guidance ulit
Okay.
Guidance with assist.
Sige, isa ako sa mag-roll din na acrobatics.
Assist roll.
Ay.
Sino pang isang pwedeng tumulong batuin si Shiva?
Ako.
Ako din ako.
Ah, teka. One lang mag-assist.
Awan lang ba?
Ito lang pala.
Sayang din nakalusot.
Okay, so Icarus
hindi
is
pa.
successful in helping Shivara jump across. Shivara, roll acrobatics with advantage.
Okay.
Ayan!
Wow.
Ayan! And because of Icarus' assistance, nakabuelo si Shivara and na-timingan ng maayos. Yan, lusot!
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
So, 4 to go pa.
Gideon, it's your turn.
Ayan, guys.
Not again.
Assist mo siya, Raisa. Sorry, si Johanna naman. Ikaw naman i-baseball mo siya.
Sige. So, anong gagawin ko?
Roll
Acrobatic
acrobatics.
ako na.
Yes.
Okay. With guidance?
No guidance.
No guidance. Okay, sige.
Oh my
Yeah!
goodness.
Uy, grabe,
Wow.
sobrang dexterous.
Flexible naman talaga.
Definitely you have advantage. So Gideon, you're now being helped by Johanna to get across. Roll acrobatics. With advantage.
Hey!
Ayun! And
Tuto na tayo.
learning from your earlier debacle, you now walk across in perfect timing, completely
Parang
evading.
titinikling lang.
Sino magtutulak kay Fort? Maliit lang yung ano ko, dexterity.
Okay, Icarus, it's now your
Si,
turn.
si Johanna pa rin.
Ako.
Si Johanna yun lang kasi siya yung contortionist sa atin. Me next. Babala lang ako ganyan. Acrobatics.
Ano yung buwalo?
bago.
Hala.
Okay.
Ay, ako muna,
Pa-assist
diba?
naman.
With help.
Okay,
Ayun,
so
na-assist na kita.
Johanna is able to grant Icarus her trusty bodyguard. Bodyguard ba si Icarus? Or companion? Companion.
Anya.
She grants him advantage, and now Icarus roll acrobatics with advantage.
Sorry, early yung spin ko pala kanina.
Oh, ulit. Ayan.
Ano yan?
May guidance.
Yes, may guidance yan.
Roll guidance for
Suspense.
Oo nga.
Icarus. Roll guidance. D4
Sorry, saan yun? Saan yung makikita yun?
RD4.
slash
Ah,
RD.
Dash
D4.
RD4.
Ko alam yan eh.
Ganyan.
Okay. May space pala.
Yan. Oh,
Wow,
yun. Okay, good.
Yes.
And because of the assistance of Johanna, Icarus is able to safely get across as well, completely evading the blades as they come down. Condoriano, it's your turn.
Sige, paano din ako pa tulak.
Sige, tulak kita. Gugulong kita.
Oh no. Unfortunately,
God.
napagod na si Johanna. Kakatulak. Kaka-assist.
Siya pa yung naka,
Condoriano, you're gonna have to do this on your own.
Guidance kita.
Sige.
Okay, with guidance. Okay, roll guidance.
Huwag lang pumalya.
Okay, and Condoriano,
Taas
despite the lack of assistance, are able to evade the blades completely. Johanna, it's now your turn. Go, Johanna. It's your turn.
Okay. Ay, hindi ko, pwede kong i-guidance na yung sarili ko.
Yes, you can.
Game. Guidance.
Iwanan natin si Johanna. Iwanan na natin. Pagod na siya.
Oh no.
siya pa yung,
Oh no.
sorry.
Unfortunately, after helping all of them, you have grown tired. And so the blade
Guidance yun, baka mataas yung guidance ko.
the blade hits
Hindi na
you,
ba ako mag-guidance?
hindi na abot. And deals 8 damage
Sige, okay lang.
as it slices into your
Doctor.
arm.
Okay. Oh my God.
May isa pa dito.
Shivara, you see one more gate between you and the outside of this
Sabog
mansion.
ka rin.
Just one more guillotine, and you are all free. What are you doing now?
Heal myself.
Okay.
Yes, on your turn, you can.
Can I heal myself?
Yes.
Okay.
Pero later.
Pwede pag-guidance ulit and assist pa yun.
Yes, guidance. Assist. Okay
Assist.
naman, baka napatay.
Yung pagod na siya pero nagpapa-assist ka pa rin.
Ito ko yung i-guidance na lang kung ano mangyayari. Hindi
Okay.
na lang yung buhay ko, guys.
So, Johanna gives guidance to Shivara.
Mhm.
Shivara,
Yan na
what are you?
mag-a-assist. Alam gusto mapagod.
Ako sige, assist kita.
Sige.
Okay,
Sino ba
roll.
una mag-roll? Baka kasi mauna na naman.
Icarus.
Ikaw.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
no, you are unable to
Mm.
assist. So this is a flat roll for
Ay,
Shivara.
ay,
Unfortunately,
Nag-roll
as you
Wait,
step out,
mag-shield ako.
may pa-shield.
Reaction siya. Plus 5 lang ata.
oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Wait lang. Buhay pa ba ako? Buhay pa. May 1
Ang
ako
laki ng
natitira.
damage. Ilang life nil?
This is not an opportunity to use shield.
Bakit?
Hindi siya attack.
Oo, hindi siya attack.
Hindi siya attack. Okay.
And as you try to escape the final door, the guillotine comes on your leg hard as you mistime your jump, and it leaves you bleeding and unconscious at the other end. Shivara is
Oh
down.
no. Nasa
Gideon,
labas na ba ako? Wala
yes,
pa.
you are outside.
Okay.
However, you're unconscious and bleeding out.
Ay,
Oh no.
Sila ba namang hindi
Black.
mahihimatay doon?
Gideon,
Oh
it's
no,
your
I'm
turn.
scared. I'm scared. Guidance!
Hindi lahat sila iga-guidance ko
Okay, sige.
Basta lahat na.
Sige.
Okay.
Everyone gets guidance. Gideon, it's your turn.
Oh shit! Natural one pa po.
Oh my goodness.
Wait
Hindi ka
lang,
pa-assist?
mag-heal ka muna. Mag-heal ka muna. Anay ka
Wala,
na
anong
lalabas.
anong i-heal ko?
Hindi ka pa-assist?
So, Gideon,
Bigay ka ng puti. Joshua, bigay
Hindi, okay lang, okay lang.
you
Okay
you
lang.
barely make it as one of the blades drives into your arm. It makes you bleed
Sana-
profusely, but you are able to
Fuck.
withstand the pain. And you see Shivara lying on the floor, unconscious. Icarus, it is now your turn.
Diyos ko.
Oh, Shiva.
Ha?
Baka pwede ako mag-assist ko nga kayo.
Sige,
Heal
ano,
Assist ko kayo.
acrobatics na tapos RD for no.
Assist daw si Johanna. So,
Assist
roll the
ko kayo.
assist muna.
Kasi mag-heal ako pwede akong mag-assist.
Yan.
Sis.
Ayan,
Okay, that grants advantage to Icarus. So, Icarus, roll.
Oh
Ayun.
my god.
Buti na lang.
And without a hitch, Icarus is able to get past the gates and get past the blades without even coming close to getting hit. And you see outside Gideon and Shivara, both of them are bleeding profusely. Especially Shivara, who is unconscious on the floor. Kondoriano,
Natatawa ako sa atin.
it's now your turn.
Assist kita.
Pwede pa assist. Sige.
Assist kita.
Ayan,
Yan.
okay.
Okay, nice.
Grants advantage. Roll guidance. Oh no. Despite the best chances,
9 ka na lang.
Condoriano, you also get caught in the leg by the guillotine as you get out, which leads you to bleed profusely and go unconscious as you step out.
Turtle down.
Johanna, it's now your
Nila
turn.
akong yes. Pwede ba nila akong yes?
Si Rodrigo mag-assist sa iyo. Ay, umalis na.
Lumabas na si Rodrigo.
Wait,
Wala pa si Rodrigo. Wala pa si Rodrigo, no? Wala
DM,
problema.
oo, DM, kaya ba nila akong i-assist? Or hindi?
Can you think of a way to assist Johanna from the other side?
Sayang, mag-storm whip sana eh.
I-cheer namin siya outside. Parang, go Johanna.
Sige, pwede na yun. Roll for assist.
Sige.
Acrobatics.
Yung moral niya.
Pero mag-ano muna ako, pwede ba akong mag-heal muna? Kasi 3 na lang yung life ko.
Pwede.
Patay na ako pag natamaan.
Pwede.
Sige. Cure wound.
Okay. Roll cure wounds.
Ayun ba yun? Di ba ganyan lang yun? Paano ba yun? Ganyan lang ba yun, DM? Paano ba yun i-roll? Hindi ko kasi alam.
Sa spells, parang may
Asa na?
ipipindutan ka. Di ba pinipindot
Ito lang
mo
yung
is yung
Yung
Wait.
parang...
speech bubble ang pinipindot mo, di ba?
Oo.
Click the
I-click
words
ko
cure
muna
wounds
yung-
itself. Hindi yung speech bubble.
Okay. Okay.
And then cast at level 1.
Ayun. Okay, okay, nag-gets ko.
Ayan. Wow.
Yeah!
Ayan. So you heal yourself for
I'm
11.
alive! Okay. So, ano nang next ko? I-assist nila ako, diba?
Yes.
Mag-assist.
So Icarus.
Pa-assist, guys.
Wait lang.
Si Icarus na lang?
Yes.
Oo, sige.
Okay.
Pwede rin si Gideon.
Ako na lang. Sabihin
Si
ko
Gideon
parang,
na lang para maibang.
halika na!
Alam mo,
We can do it!
Acrobatics pa rin.
Recorded na pala to.
Tapos, ano ng acrobatics para may result na.
Gideon.
Mapindot na.
Okay. Sorry. Wait lang.
Unfortunately, that is not enough moral encouragement.
No!
And Johanna, you are going to have to do this on your own.
With guidance.
Yes, with guidance.
Yeah!
Roll guidance.
Magka-guidance pa ba ako?
Yes.
Wait lang. Wait. Oh my God.
Okay.
Pwede na yung
Okay. And you can see from the outside, Johanna is trying to psych herself up, timing herself with the blades. And as she runs through, she makes it unscathed. Cleanly unharmed by the blades.
Hey.
And now everyone is out, and you see Shivara and Condoriano lying on the floor, bleeding profusely, unconscious.
I-heal ko sila.
Pwede pa heal. Pwede ako din, i-heal ko na lang si Shivara. May heal.
May heal ka? O sige, ikaw yung heal ko, tapos
Sige.
si Shivara. Okay, ganun.
Sige.
Okay.
Heal ko si Condoriano. Yeah, 12.
Ayan.
Dapat mataas yan, Condoriano.
Wow.
Malait lang tong sana ba yung healing word?
Diba?
2.
Hindi, maglo-long rest naman tayo. Pwede ko nang gamitin. Oh, yan. 8. Mataas.
8.
Ayan. And both of you are revived as your grave wound suddenly close and you're no longer bleeding profusely. And you regain consciousness. And as you look around, you see that that what was once covered with a thick fog is now a city at night. A small sleepy town at night. There are houses. So some of them have dim lights on, others are completely black. As you look in the nearby surroundings, you see the same uh, tree and gate where you first saw Rose and Thorn. Looking at the guillotine that you just jumped across, it is once again a normal door. Wooden, no longer trying to chop people's head off. And with that, you see a old woman walking on the street, pushing a strange cart. As you catch your breath, you see that you can smell the scent of freshly baked pastries coming from her direction. What's the party doing now?
Para tumaas HP, di ba pwedeng kumain? Oh, sorry.
Hindi, ano
Can we
yan?
approach? Ano?
Pwede sana kung may naluto or something. Eh, wala, di ba? Eat
Pero
was
parang freshly
rotting.
baked bread. Di ba yung may matanda daw na parang mayroong freshly baked
Ah,
bread? Can we eat that? Tingnan muna natin kung safe. Para tumaas HP. Or we can ask her saan pwede mag-rest. Baka tulungan niya tayo.
So, are you approaching her?
Yes, nicely. Diba?
Okay.
Parang,
And as you approach her, you smell the scent of baked pastries getting stronger and stronger. Gideon, you're able to recognize the scent of, since you are a baker as well. Well, uh, you recognize that this is a very tasty pastry, but you are unfamiliar with what ingredients are used. You're not sure if it's meat or if it is berries, but it feels like a blend of both. It's nothing. It's not like anything you've made or tried before. And she,
oh.
as you approach her, she sees you and says, "Oh, I didn't know that there were people out at this hour. Would you like a pie?"
DM, check kung ano yung demeanor nung nagtitinda. Mabait ba siya? Parang totoo ba na food yung tinitinda niya? Or parang witch? Or,
She's old. You see an old woman hunched down. Medyo may hunch na yung back niya. But from your standpoint, she just looks like an innocent old woman pushing a food cart. In front of her, there are many pastries underneath a tarp or a cloth that she uses to protect it from the dust.
Pwede namin
can
tanong,
we...
anong ginagawa?
Oo, yun. Oh, yeah. Sige, tama.
I'm selling my pies, especially baked pies. Best
At this
in
hour?
In the
all
middle of the
Barovia.
night. Oo.
Yes, the residents here like to use it as a midnight snack.
May residents dito?
Yes, you can see, and she points out to a few of the houses that have lanterns on. You are not from here, are you?
No?
I see. Then you are tourist. You must definitely try my delicious pie. You look very beaten up as well. What happened to you? And as she sees Gideon still gushing blood out of his arm.
Kaya yung tanong, familiar ba siya dun sa mansion na pinanggalingan namin?
That house? Yeah. Yes, that is a very strange house indeed. You see, an old family used to live there. They formed some kind of cult until one day they just vanished. They were all gone, slain by the very demon that they wished to summon. Or so they say. So, who wants a pie?
Can we ask ko anong ingredient?
Oh, it is
Oo.
it is a special ingredient. Granny Morganta's special pies.
More what?
Granny Morganta.
Morganta. That's her name?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
Longer than I can remember. I don't live here. I live in the windmill nearby. That's where we make our special pies.
Toby, can I check? Ano ba yung perception check ba? Kung
Insight.
Insight?
Insight check. Oo,
Go
kung
ahead.
nagsisinungaling.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an insight check.
Wait lang, ay mapindot.
Okay, so from your point of view, she's telling the truth.
Gusto nyo mag-isa pa, tapos i-guidance ko. Baka lang. Gusto nyo?
Sige.
Sige,
Mababa
guidance ko yung
insight
check.
ko.
Oo,
Sino mataas wisdom?
ako, pero mababa yung,
Ano?
mababa yung roll.
Mataas yung wisdom ko.
Ayan,
Ano
yan, si
yun?
Josh.
Insight.
Mariano, with
Mariano.
guidance. Oo. With guidance.
Insight. Insight dito.
Okay. So,
Wow!
Condriano, you are able to detect that she is a very shrewd businesswoman and she is probably upselling you on her pies.
Sinong pwede mag-intimidate para mabigyan ng discount?
Ay, pwede ako. Pwede ako.
Pwede rin ako, pero sige.
Grabe.
Yeah, isa na lang. Pwede pala mag-ask muna bago natin intimidate. Saan pwede
Oo,
mag-rest?
sige, sige.
May inn ba dito somewhere?
Yes, there's an inn somewhere in the middle of this town. It doesn't see
Okay.
many travelers, but I think it should suffice.
Okay.
What's
Kung
that?
kumain ba
Maghingi
kami
kami ng discount.
Mali,
Kung
mali.
kumain kami ng bread, anong purpose ng bread? Pwede ba siyang potion? Parang ganun.
HP ata ang pag kumain ka sa game, HP.
HP.
Ang
Pero
alam ko,
mag-i-in din tayo
oo.
eh.
HP ba or ano
pwede
lang?
natin?
For RP lang ba yun? I mean, for roleplay purposes lang ba yung food?
Kasi parang may nabasa ako, pwede magluto sa game. Tapos, parang kung may dala tayong snacks, makakadagdag siya ng HP. Pero depende kung ano yung kakainin. Parang nabasa ko.
Come now. And she puts one of the pies in Gideon's hands. Here, take this free sample. It will help you
Sige.
feel better. Increase your health.
Ayun,
Ayan.
HP nga.
Intimidate.
Eh,
Pwede.
Intimidate ko pa rin.
agad. Pwede.
How about you? Huh, turtle? Would you like one? I'll sell it to you very cheap.
how much?
1 copper piece.
Bakit namimigay siya?
Free taste.
Kaya may lasa niya sa
Free
Sweet.
taste bago
maposes ka na naman.
Come.
Para.
This is my last batch. I'm about to go home. I just want to get rid of this.
Pwede free taste eh. Ano ko i-persuade ko.
You want the free taste too? Sure, fine. Why not? Here. And he puts it.
Sige nga, kainin mo nga. Kainin mo.
And gives another pie to Condoriano. But no more freebies. I need to make ends meet too.
So, Kotoriana, tikman mo.
Sige, sige.
Okay. So, Condoriano, what are you doing?
Tinikman ko yung pie.
You bite
Then
into the
sinare
pie.
ko sa iba. Then sinare ko sa iba.
Okay. Who are the others that are taking part of this pie?
Ayoko.
Ang dami ka pa ha.
Gideon,
Ikaw
are you
muna.
eating your pie?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
For Condoriano.
Icarus, how about you?
Well,
Are you taking part of this? Are you taking the pie that Condoriano is offering? Johanna, Shivara, are you accepting the offer of
No.
Condoriano?
kung wala,
Sabihan na naman.
edit down.
Okay. Condoriano, roll 4d10.
Because,
Bakit?
Ano ba yung 4D10?
And that is the amount of health points that you recover as a result of eating the pie.
Anak, can I buy more?
Sabay kakain ko yan!
Anak, can I buy more?
Hawak-hawak ko pa rin naman yung pie, di ba? Kakainin ko na rin.
Yes. Okay, so Gideon, roll 4d10.
pa-share naman yan.
Pwede tayong bumili.
Sabi
Yan,
naman
and that's how much
Ooh,
HP you
ang
recover.
taas.
Yay!
Can I buy?
1 copper daw, di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
That's a copper.
Pag
1 copper
Wala
piece.
eh, gold
each.
share ako. Paano yun?
Oo
Gold
nga,
share ako.
Gold? How many
What
are
if
you?
i-ano ko siya?
Paano conversion?
Wait. Paano ko
Five.
i-persuade ko siya na pag na ilibre niya tong pie kapalit ng secret recipe nung pastries, isa sa mga recipes na pastries na na ginagawa.
Alam ni Gideon.
Na alam ni Gideon.
Roll persuasion
Para
for that.
meron siyang variation. Guidance!
Guidance! Guidance!
Pwede bang assistance
Taas
na
ng
rin?
Well,
Wow!
So what are you asking? What's the bargain that you're trying to strike with her?
this is a very, very delicious pie, and I feel that my strength has come back. But don't you think it's best, or if it's better if you have more variants other than pies? Because I am definitely a good pastry chef, and blah 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 blah. Basta sabihin lang niya, ipagyayabang lang niya yung niya sa buhay niya sa Zadash. Tapos ayan parang kumbaga parang I trade yours, ano yan? If I give you my recipe or my secret recipe to my blueberry tarts, will you give this for free to all of us?
That looks like a interesting proposition. Yes, sure. I'll give you each one pie. You teach me. Yes, that's right. Do you have the recipe?
Yay!
Yes, just give me a notepad and I'll teach and I'll write it down.
All right, here.
Yay!
And she brings out a parchment and a quill and hands it to Gideon while she takes the rest of her pies, and hands one each to the party.
So wala na siyang pies after niya bigyan kami ng money? Ay, ng pie? Wala
Yes.
na kami pwedeng bilhin
That's
more?
she has 3 more left
Okay. Sige.
after giving each of you one. Would you like to buy it?
So pag Hindi. Okay na, free na yun eh.
Hmm.
Bigyan ko ng 1 gold.
Tatagal ba
Magkano
yun?
ba ang kapal... Magkano yung 1
Uh,
gold sa copper?
100 copper is 1 gold.
Okay. Bigyan ko siya ng 1 gold. Awa naman ako.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oo.
Here, would you like
9
the
na lang
rest?
yung gold
100
ko.
gold na yun.
Here, would you like the rest of my
Oo.
pies? And she gives you 3 more additional.
Yeah! Oh my God, thank you.
Oh, you make
Ay,
Granny
mabait kasi ako
Morganta
sa
so
game.
happy. Oh, thank you so much.
9 na lang yung gold ko, guys. Pero meron ako nakuwang ring. So, okay lang. Paano babawasan to, DM? Yung gold? Lagay ko lang yung number?
Yes, yung new total. Lagay mo lang yung new total mo.
Okay. Yan na. Bigyan ko siya ng 1 gold. Kawawa naman kasi.
And you can see her beaming with joy as you give her the gold.
So, meron akong total 4 pies. Tama? Ilalagay ko yun sa bio.
Yes. So, who else is eating their pie? Shivara?
4D4.
Save ko na lang yung sa akin.
Yes. So, Shivara, roll 4d4 as your recovery. Yan.
Good
30.
Full heal.
Grabe, 30. One bite, DM, confirm ko lang. So, isang bite, 30 na yung nagain niya. So, may natira pa siyang ilang bites dun sa pie. O, isang kain is 30 na.
Isang kain.
Naintindihan ko.
Yung whole pie.
Okay.
Hindi siya hindi siya yung malaki yung parang mukhang tarts lang.
Okay, get it. Magic.
How about Icarus? Are you eating yours? Nasaan? Wala ba si Fort?
Hello, yep.
Ayan, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Bawas yep, siguro. Kasi bawas damage.
Okay, so roll 4d10 also to recover your health. How about you, Johanna? Are you eating yours?
Yes, because I have 4. Why not?
Okay.
R space D4 lang ba? O may slash pa?
/R space D4. 4d4. /R space 4d4.
And then the shield charge.
4d10. 4d10.
So like, the bull rush and then the dash of
Wow! 35! Ako ba yun? 35?
Yes, 35 yung heal mo. So you're full HP. Icarus is full HP as well.
Okay.
And you see Gideon finish writing down his recipe and handing it back to Morganta. He says, "Thank you very much for your patronage. If you ever want more pies, just follow the Shvalik Road and head on to my bake shop. You can't miss it. It is very, very prominent. Goodbye."
Okay. Anong name niya? Anong name niya?
Granny Morganta.
Granny Morganta. Okay. Granny.
And as she walks away, all of you start to feel a very relaxing sensation.
Patay tayo dyan.
God. Mushrooms.
Yung pagka...
Condriano, can you
Oh,
describe to
shit.
us what is your happy place? What is the happy place of Condriano?
Yung home niya sa swamp.
Mm-hmm. And what would Condriano be doing in that home? What would make him happiest?
Dating sa mud. Joke.
Ano,
Be?
ano? Ano lang, studying.
Okay. Studying
Practicing
lang.
sa, niya, spells.
Yan, okay. alone or with like a partner?
Alone.
Okay. So,
Malapit sa sa binabantayan niyang artifact.
okay. So, kunwari
And,
you start to feel a very relaxing sensation come over you. And you start to see that you are back at home, guarding the artifact that you lost. Or that was lost, not you lost. And you are happily practicing your magic once again. Gideon, how about you? What is your happy place?
Cooking, baking bread, seeing people enjoy his creations. Tapos parang masaya sa kanya ang isang busy day at the bakery.
Yan. And Gideon, after feeling the same relaxing feeling, you start to hear a crowd in front of you, all of them asking for different kinds of pastries. And you feel the warmth of the oven behind you. And you start to pull out batches of bread, batches of pies, of croissants, of Napoleons, and different kinds of pastries, and serve it one by one to the people who are happy to receive your pastries. Every order is easily fulfilled. Every ingredient you need is already there. And everyone has a smile on their face as they receive their orders. Shivara, what is your happy place?
Sa ship, kasama ng crewmates niya before, tapos parang free lang. Pumupunta lang kung san-san.
Mm-hmm. So, Shivara, you start to feel the same relaxing, drowsy feeling. And you start to feel the motion of the waves as if you are back on a boat. And your crew, the one that you lost before, you start to see them moving to and fro on the deck of a ship. They're waiting your command once again. All of them busy manning their posts. It is as if you never left that ship. Icarus, what is your happy place?
Icarus' happy place is the forest near the Silver City, where he alone trains, relax, and it's where he spends most of his time.
Mm-hmm. So, just in the forest, not with anyone else,
Mm,
doing
well,
any specific thing.
dun siya nagtitrain. Dun din siya when he wants to be alone and away from the responsibilities or stress of the Silver City. So doon siya nagsistay. Parang me time niya. Parang ayun, happy
Yeah.
place niya.
Okay. And Icarus, you feel a strange relaxing sensation overcome your body. And you find yourself in that forest. No one around you. It's completely silent except the sound of nature. You see your tent, your camp around you, and you know that nobody can find you here. Johanna, how about you? What is your happy place?
My happy place is when I finally found my love of my life. Nox!
Wow! Wow! Happy Valentine's,
Happy
guys.
Valentine's.
Oh my God!
Meron ba? May naiwan ba? Or wala pa?
Oo. Meron nga akong, may lover nga ako, di ba? Hinahanap ko siya. So, my happy place is with him. When I finally found him, after a lifetime, hindi ko alam when siya magpapakita. Kasi namatay siya. So, inaantay ko siyang ma-reincarnate. So, makikita ko siya and then mag-run ako forward him. Tapos, i-hug ko siya. Nasa Sakura place kami. Ano ba? Cherry blossoms. Yung mga cherry blossoms nagsa-fall out sa tree. Sobra. Ganon. Ganon yung, yun yung happy place ko. Na finally makikita ko na siya.
Ayan. And
Yeah.
you see yung love of your life ni Johanna
But he wasn't there. You saw it.
next to her, and they are happily living a life together. And all of this is happening in your heads as a dream. And is suddenly stopped. You suddenly have your dreams disrupted by a voice
No, I'm gonna die.
shouting, "You there! Wake up! Wake up! You cannot be on the side of the road. Come on, wake up!" Everyone, make a constitution save.
Hala,
Why does this seem a bit harder?
It-
I feel like things got a bit
at
harder.
4 lang ako.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Uh,
So, Gideon, you are the first to wake up among all of you.
on the floor.
And you see the face of a man.
When he's going around, like there's an area effect where
His face is well sculpted. He has short black hair. And he looks maybe around his 30s. And he's nudging you awake. Wake up. Wake up, my friends. You cannot stay on the side of the road. Followed by Shivara, who also wakes up because of this nudging. However, Condriano, Johanna, and Ford, you wake up, but you feel that there's a nagging headache. Similar to what you would feel if you had a hangover.
Mushroom style. Ni Lola.
May side effect pala yung pie.
Space brownies ata pinakain.
Oo nga eh.
And next,
Oo,
May shrooms.
brownies.
Si Lola
May
pa yung
shroom.
nagbigay na.
True.
and next to you, Condoriano, Johanna, and Icarus, you see puddles of vomit.
Oh my God! Para ano yun?
It was a
Yung sinasabi ni Brian,
but
parang
shock.
ano yun?
Shock.
Tawag doon.
Ano yun?
Kaya mo yan.
Diba? Wait.
Kinakabahan ako na kung internet ko ba yung issue or kay Raisa talaga.
I think kay Raisa.
Masusok ka
Napuputo
kasi.
talaga siya, no?
Ako yun, ako talaga yun.
Okay.
Ano yun? Ano yung sinasabi mo, Raisa?
Oo. Oo.
Ha?
Wait. No. Kayo mo.
Ano?
Go. Don't mind me.
Ay, okay. So, you see this guy trying to wake you up, And you notice that it is now morning already. While it's despite it being morning, you find that the sun is not too bright at all. It unlike the normal sun, it does not hurt your eyes with its glare. It is softened by the clouds that hung above. And he tells you, "Ah, my friends, come. You must come with me to the inn. This is no place to take a rest. What has happened to you?"
Alam ko na ayahuasca tayo. Di ba ganun yun, yung mga nag-cleansing? Naiintindihan niyo ba
Defiance
ako?
is still better.
Ano yun?
I just figured that
Basta may isang place, tapos pag gusto mo mag-cleansing, body cleansing, ganun, pupunta ka dun sa place na yun, tapos paiinumin ka nila ng medicine. Tapos para magiging okay ka na. Pero masusuka ka.
Defiance is good if you cannot get
Ooh.
to the normal chambers.
Basta
but
parang body cleansing siya, tawag doon. Ayahuasca,
when
pupunta ka doon.
when you only die
Okay.
Parang ginanon tayo ni Lola.
in boss chambers, you kind of
Pwede.
prefer to have
Pwede.
50% than 30%. When you only die at the boss
Okay,
chambers,
so you see the guy
prefer to have 50%
telling
instead of
you to follow him. He says that he'll bring you to the local tavern.
That's the only difference between that defiance and stubborn defiance. Kasi stubborn defiance, you will keep resurrecting, but it's ideally for ano lang, like
Hello?
normal stages. If you're having difficulty
Hello?
getting
Yeah.
stubborn
What is the party doing upon seeing this
that's the
somewhat handsome man
boss, that's not enough to get you through.
telling you that
Follow. Oo.
okay, you just follow him?
Follow na.
Okay.
No, I mean, follow na. Alis kami from the daan. Kasi nga naman baka masasama.
Okay. And as you walk across the streets or on the streets, you notice that this is a very rundown village. The houses are all old and shabby. There are lots of claw marks on the doors and the walls. You see there's a lot of destroyed posts, destroyed doors. Some of them have been left open and abandoned. Others
Can we
are still under repair. Yes? What's that?
Can I ask the guy kung ano yung bakit may mga claw marks yung lugar?
Oh, well, you see, this village has been under attack for the past few days by wild animals. That is why it is a miracle that you survived the night, sleeping on the street as you did.
Saan nang galing yung alam ba nila?
Ang alin?
Yung mga wolves, alam ba nila? Like, bakit may wolves dun sa area?
Well, we believe that the village is cursed because of the doings of the burgomaster and his daughter. But anyway, we are now here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have a hard
if you
time
enter this
hearing with the
this house here, it does not look like much, but you can get refreshments and you can get a good room to rest in. At least it's better and more safe than sleeping on the streets.
The most I did is the spear. Where's the heat?
Toby,
Aha.
rest na ba kami? Matulog kami sa daan?
No. No.
Okay, sige. Can we ask yung rate nung lugar?
Okay. And
Pa-
you
Para pa rest.
and as you enter the tavern, uh, you see the sign that says "Blood of the Vine Tavern." The gentle or the man who escorted you there raises his hat and bids you goodbye as he moves along and leaves you to your own devices. And before he can leave completely, he says, "Oh, wait. You are not from here, are you?" My friends, your clothes
No.
look very different. You are not from here, correct?
No, we're not.
Chaos ka agad. First
Then, since I have helped you find shelter, would you mind doing me a favor?
Ano yun?
what happened?
Ah, yes. Very good. And he pulls out from his chest pocket a envelope, a white envelope that is sealed with a red wax seal. He hands it to you and says,
For the next
"Would you
your
please
life to
give this to my dear Irina?
So basically,
I
will
long
put
for
it
her so
out
much,
for the next
and
encounter.
I
It will be a
it
short
has been
one.
difficult for me to speak to her.
Wala lang.
I would be
Kasi
so
it's first
grateful
day,
if
eh.
you would deliver
First
this
day,
letter to
kids.
her. Tell her that, Happy Hearts
Well, I
Day.
kinda figured
It is
that
today after all.
like you get the chaos
Sino
thing
si
out of the
Irina?
way kasi like it's
How
the
do we find her?
earlier you get the
I
clue,
would not
the
worry
quicker
about that.
the more you can
You will
use it.
find her quite easily, I believe. Goodbye.
Hindi, I'm back in ano.
Hindi
And
mo na kami mag-rest? Pinutusan mo na kami?
Return to the simulan.
and he walks away from you. As you enter
Pwede
now
bang buksan?
the tavern, you're going to open the letter.
Mamaya, parang, alam niyo yung Attack on Titan? Nagpapadala lang siya ng letter. Pero hindi niya alam kung ano laman, tapos parang para sa kalaban pala.
Ah,
Para lang sure na safe.
and you see the seal on the letter. You have seen this seal before.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is so slow.
It is the same seal on the letter that brought you here. The raven with its wings spread and the castle on its back.
Nandun pa ba yung guy na nagbigay sa amin?
He has already left.
Hindi na namin mahabol.
Nope. As you look around, you do not see any trace of him anymore.
Okay, I'm dead right away.
Pwede siguro namin bigay. Then, basahin niya sa harap namin. Anyway, magkano yung in pala? Mag-rest muna siguro kami.
Okay. As you enter, you see that this place is
Only required me to be
it has a few patrons inside of it already. There's one guy who's sitting by himself, a barkeeper, and a few others who are drinking, despite it being already still early in the morning. You see a pudgy little man cleaning some of the glasses. He sees you entering and saying, "1 copper for a glass of wine if you want. 1 silver for a pitcher. Serves 12. What'll it be?"
Ano ulit? Sorry. Ilang silver?
1 silver for a pitcher of wine.
Yeah.
1 copper for a glass.
Like, I don't quite see it though, but I know that they died.
Meron ba silang room?
Because, like, I did.
Oh, you want a room? For how many?
5?
We only got double rooms,
When you
and
dash through a
they cost 1 gold piece each
trap.
for the night.
Discount?
No, it's all we got. I don't think you're in any position to bargain. We're the only inn in town.
So 5 gold kami, parang ganon. 1 room, 1 gold.
Yeah.
Or pwedeng i-share.
Pwede share ata.
Well, each room can hold 2 people.
Pala.
Isang magsosolo.
Si Condoriano, hindi naman niya kailangan ng room. Kasi may bahay.
May sarili na siyang may sarili na siyang RV.
Bahay.
Yeah.
Si Condoriano sa labas lang siya.
Pwede naman ako sa labas kasi sanay naman ako sa sa forest, sa swamps.
So, what will it be?
I don't think.
Ilang room.
No. Mine
Tulong.
I pick the boat that
Alright.
additional
2 gold then.
hotels, and then it brought me to Caron, and then he wasn't there.
Sino magbibigay, guys? Sino madaming pera sa atin?
Parang feeling ko kanya-kanyang na to. Tracking.
0.5, ganun. 8.5 lang. 8.5 na lang sa akin.
Wait, you can't split a
Okay,
gold
sige.
piece.
Or was it a random?
Pwede mo siyang i-convert to.
Naging barya.
100 silver.
Oh,
Wait. 10 silver pieces is 1 gold. So 5 silver pieces would be half of a gold piece.
Gets. Sige, 8 na lang yung gold piece ko. Tapos yung silver is 5. Okay, gets.
So, lahat tayo bibigay ng
Ayan.
5 silver?
5 silver.
Kasali ako dyan or sa labas talaga ako.
Oo nga, DM ano ba si Condoriano? Kasi turtle siya.
Sanay ako sa labas.
Kayo
Kailangan
ba?
ba niya ng bed?
Sa tingin niyo, kung kailangan niya.
Breakfast included ba yung sa hotel? Ay, sa hotel yung sa inn?
Breakfast. You'll be lucky if we have.
May bedroll naman ako sa inventory.
I'll throw in a cup
Pwede ka-
of wine each, but that's it.
Sige, wala yatang food. Gusto mo magluto ko na lang tomorrow? Ay, parang pagising natin, luto tayo. Anong gagawin guys? Tara, check-in na tayo. Let's go.
Sige.
Okay.
May 2
Long
PM
rest
ako.
na po
Go.
kami.
Kasi mag-long rest.
Long rest na
And
muna
you have
kami.
to hold
And
hit
as you are
buzzer.
conversing with the barkeep, one you see one of the patrons looking at you intently, as if thinking to himself if he's going to catch your attention or not.
Can I,
Yeah.
parang yes, gaganon ako sa kanya. Kasi napansin ko na parang tumitingin siya. So parang mag-aas ako nicely na, yes, what do you want? Parang ganun.
He says, "You."
Parang salip na siya yung mag-a-approach. Ako na lang yung mag-approach.
And he stands up from his table and points at you and says, "Would you like to join me for a drink?"
Yes! Gusto mo yan, ha? Gusto mo yan, ha?
Oh my God, guys!
Ginusto mo yan, girl. Nanahimik lang kami dito.
Is there food on your table?
Yes, yes, of course.
Diyos ko, madali lang palang maano tong si Johanna.
Pagkain
Pagkain lang
pala
talaga,
ang
no? Bud, ang
habol. Can I, ano tawag doon yung investigator? Check ko ulit kung okay,
Insight.
mabait ba yung insight.
Insight.
Mabait ba siya?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Roll insight.
Ano ba yan?
He is the nicest guy you've ever seen. Like, so sincere.
Oh my
Not a hint of malice at all.
Guys, paano nga? Pa-insight nga sa kanya kung kakain
nakikita
ako
ba
sa
to ni
table.
Gideon?
Yes.
Gonna try to make an insight check
Oo.
din sa...
Guidance kita. Oo.
Sige.
Wow. Okay.
Well, di mo na kailangan ng guidance.
So Gideon, you're able to see that with his call, it's as if he is asking you all over to ask for your help with something.
Okay.
Okay, ayun.
Should have just
Sige.
asked. Sabihin ko sa kanya.
Sige. Mm-mm.
And so all of you,
Game, lalapit kami.
do all of you join him at the table?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And as you are now seated at the table, he tells you, your clothes, your armor, you are not from Barovia, are you?
No.
We are not.
I see. Then that means you were pulled in here from the mist?
Yes.
Yeah. Go on.
Then I need your help. My name is Ismar Kolyanovich. I need your help, but we cannot discuss it here
Why? Why not here?
because there are eyes and ears everywhere. Spies that might learn of our plans. Would you be so kind as to take our conversation to our house?
Where is this house?
It is not far, just a few meters away.
Can we parang sleep over din sa house niya? Oh my God.
Yes, of
Para
course.
makatipid.
The
Ayun, para makatipid kami.
The mansion is big enough to rest all of you. We have servants as well.
Yun, guys.
They will
Mansion?
make sure that you are well taken care of.
So, hindi tayo sa inn.
Oo. Insight check, mabait naman siya, diba? Hindi naman niya kami lolokohin.
Yes, that is what Gideon picked up, na he is sincere in asking for your help.
Guys, ako go ako.
Pero,
Baka daw mabait.
hindi. Insight check ulit kung gusto nyong malaman kung mabait ba siyang tao.
Sige.
Ba? Or
With guidance. With guidance.
Go ahead. Insight check if you'd like.
ba?
Pasok na ba yan, DM?
You find that he is still sincere and that he is genuinely asking for help.
Ay,
Does
sorry,
not-
dumoble.
You do not feel any ulterior motive from his voice or any attempts to hide anything.
Pwede namin ask kung familiar siya kay Irina.
Irina, yes. She is my sister. But why do you... How do you know of her?
Um, may letter kami for her. Nanggaling dun sa isang stranger na nagdala sa amin dito sa inn.
Stranger. That is... May I see the letter?
No, wag mong bigay. Baka mamaya confidential.
Wag.
Wag mo. Oo, sabihin mo na misplace mo. Wag mong bigay. Di natin alam yung letter, baka importante yun, tapos ibibigay mo, baka hindi na sa atin ibalik.
Same letter nung ano. I mean, same seal daw nung letter na nasa atin. Baka invitation
Pero,
din or something.
wag mo muna bigay. Tayo mo na magbuka. Sabihin mo na misplace mo, ulit bigay mo later.
Later na lang.
By the way, you remember Johanna and Icarus? You are the ones actually who are more familiar with the seal because you have seen it in this letter.
Okay. Yung letter na yan.
You know the rooms.
Akala ko,
O nga pala.
akala ko yun na
Wala
yung
pala kaming
bahay.
letter.
You know the rooms that
Oo.
are red because of pine rooms.
Akala ko ito na yung bahay,
Pine
hindi pa.
rooms. The rooms that turn red, and then you have 45 seconds.
Okay. Gets
I
ko
don't
na.
even fight them anymore. I don't even fight them
So,
anymore.
bago muna namin yung letter, DM.
Okay.
But like I want to survive. Like
I-open na natin mamaya.
like to conserve health. I just run around.
Siguro kasama si Irina.
5 seconds.
Okay. So
Kasama si... Okay.
it tells you that is very strange, but all right then. It seems you will be hitting two birds with one stone. Please do follow me. And he leads you out on the streets to what looks like a bigger mansion. However, you notice from the outside, the mansion is extremely damaged, with the windows all boarded up with wood instead of glass. There are several claw marks that are clearly visible from the outside, and the door is heavily fortified from the inside. Collian knocks, or Ismark knocks on the door and says, "Irina, open up. It's me."
Ano apelido nila, Toby? Si Irina? Ito ba siya ba tong nasa letter? Kolyana?
Mm-hmm.
Sige, sige.
And you see the door open. You see the door open, and it reveals a woman with red hair. And she greets Ismark, saying, "What took you so long? Did you get the breakfast? You were there in the tavern for so long and you didn't even get breakfast. Anyway, Who's this with you? They are outsiders. They might help us. But mind your manners, would you? And you see her opening the door further and letting you in. Please come in. Hurry. I do not wish to have this door open for a second longer than it has to. Are the players entering the mansion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so first we have yan. This is Ismark, the guy that you were talking to who led you there. And this is Irina, the girl that greeted you there.
Wow. Ganda.
Ganda niya.
Okay. And as you enter the mansion, you find that there is a coffin at the middle of the living room.
I'm not fighting Meg.
There are candles around it.
Fighting her sister.
And Ismark turns to you guys and says,
Murderer.
you see, the city of Barovia has been under attack
Murderer.
for many nights now. I am Ismark Kolyanovich.
Okay.
In that coffin is my father.
The same lang. Okay.
Inside the coffin is my father, Kolyan Indirovich. He was the burgomaster of this town until he passed away 3 days ago. Unfortunately, we have not been able to lay him to rest because of the nightly attacks and because the villagers, for some strange reason,
I don't think so.
they detest us. They blame us for the nightly attacks. First of all, could we ask for your help to bring my father's remains to the church so that we may lay him to rest there?
Ito
Bakit
nagsasalita.
hindi nila
Bro-
madal-
Should be done quick.
Sige lang, ikaw muna.
Sige. Yung nagsasalita, kapatid ni Irina.
Yes.
Pero si Col yan, tatay nila.
Yes.
Pero tinatawag sila si Irina ng tatay niya ng love of my life. Kasi anak niya.
Would you like to ask him about that?
Sige. Parang weird kasi.
How would you ask him about that? Remember that only Johanna and
Dapat si Johanna mag-a-ask nito.
and Icarus know of this letter.
Copy please.
Nako.
Parang lover sila pero biglang tatay naman ngayon. Kayo magtanong.
So,
Ayun, pwede kong tanong na,
what are you asking?
kung si Irina, dad din ba niya yun?
Well,
Yung namatay.
Irina is adopted, but we have treated her like she has been my sister ever since we adopted her. And my father treated her like a daughter.
Can we ask them bakit hindi nila madala sa church? Ba't kailangan kami yung magdala nung patay na tao sa church?
Unfortunately, we need more than 2 people to bring the coffin to the church. The villagers will not help us, and if we try to bring the coffin out on the streets, we might get attacked by the people or by the monsters, the creatures of the night.
Can we bring your dad in the morning? Like, bakit? Siyempre, at the night lang naman nag-a-attack yung monster, but hindi sa morning dalhin yung tatay sa church.
We are afraid that the villagers might attack us. They blame us for the tragedy that is befalling this village.
Bakit? Can you fill us in? Ano yung nangyari? Para alam din namin.
And Irina,
Bakit kayo pinagbinta naman?
Irina hears you and says, they blame it on me because they think that I have courted the devil.
Why?
Because of my hair, because of these wounds on my neck. And she shows you, she pulls away her scarf and shows you 2 puncture wounds on her neck.
So, ano yun?
Bakal.
Saan niya nakuha?
There are nights when I would feel a presence hovering over me, telling me to come with him. I always reject him. I do not want to join a strange man. And because of that, he grew angry. He sent the monsters to fetch me, to force me to come with him.
Ano itsura nung man na nagtatry sa'yo?
I cannot see him.
Midnight.
Every time he visits, it is dark. All I can see is his shadow.
Werewolf kaya si Irina?
Paano namatay yung Korean? Yung tatay niya? Quote unquote.
Unfortunately, because of the frequent attacks, he died of fatigue and stress.
We investigate the coffin kung meron din siyang bite marks. Baka lang pinatay nila or something.
What kind of marks are you looking for?
Yung, ewan ko, werewolf marks. I don't know kung ano yung
Isip
monster.
ko
Basta
vampire
parang,
naman.
oo, kung, like, diba kung normal lang naman namatay, wala namang mga sugat-sugat sa katawan or something. Or titingnan namin baka odd yung itsura ng bangkay. Ano, investigate lang. Can we check ano yung itsura ng dead body?
As you look around, you see it's an ordinary body. It is his coffin is filled with his belongings, some jewelry. There's nothing out of the ordinary. There's nothing strange about the coffin and the body itself.
Question. If ever tutulungan, eto question to dun sa magkapatid. If ever we're going to help them, ano yung isasuggest nilang way namin para dalhin yung dead body sa church?
At the dark of night, all we need is for you to help us carry the coffin while we clear the path.
Bakit kasi sa gabi? May namang morning.
Because in the morning, the villagers will mob us. And that is sure to happen the moment Irina steps out.
Like, I get lucky if it hits 100.
Pwede bang hindi siya
Hindi
sumama?
pwedeng, oo yun.
that could be done. And Irina says, "No, I must join. I refuse to not be there when our father is laid to rest."
Sino merong spell na pwedeng mag-disguise or gawing envy yung someone? Meron kayo?
Si Mishta.
Wala pa. Timishta.
Si Mish talaga. Wala pa tayo. Kasi naisip ko, envy na lang natin yung isa eh. Pero wala din ako.
Mataas na spell yun eh.
You know what? Kaya kung... Kasi parang ano naman kami sa church ni Icarus, pwede kaming mag-ceremony, mag-funeral ceremony dito. Pero gusto ba nila church talaga?
Yes, we must lay. Father Dorian has been kind enough to visit us here to perform the rites. However, we must lay him to rest in the church courtyard.
Okay. Kasi doon yung libingan before.
Yes.
Alam ko na. Pwede kaya mag-disguise si Irina. Like, itago namin siya.
Sure. However, there's always the chance of getting found.
Ano ba mangyayari pag nakita siya, imamab lang kami ng mga tao? Baka pwede naman namin gawa ng paraan.
Yes, they might start a riot and we do not want to hurt them because we are the burgomaster of this village. Burgomaster is like mayor, a low-ranking official.
Shivara, okay ka na doon? Sa tanong ko about bakit my life yung tawag ng dad niya. Or gusto mo pa mag-dig further?
Pwede na, may relationship ba sila? Pero parang personal lahat tayo, baka hindi sagutin.
I mean, well, Johanna, you see at the end of the letter, there's a promise for rewards. Maybe you would like to remind them of it.
Nandito yung letter eh. Sa may... Kung saan natin nakikita yung character sheets natin, nandun yung letter.
Ano?
Maybe you'd like to remind them of it, of the reward.
Wait lang. Papakita ko sa inyo yung letter.
I mean,
Handout.
Remind Kolyan about the reward that he promised.
Papakita ko yung letter na pinigay niya sa amin.
Maybe, if you'd like.
Ang tawag sa letter?
Nandito siya, handouts, tapos Kolyan hindi na mabasa eh. Ito, Kolyan Indirovich letter.
Okay.
Nakita mo na? Nandun yung letter. Sige, since we have the letter of their dad, can we show them na sinamon kami ng dad nila?
You were summoned by our father?
Burgomaster, yes.
That seems very unlikely. Could I see it?
Yes, pakita ko yung letter.
And he takes the letter from Johanna and reads it quickly and then looks up at Johanna. This is not the writing of my father. This is not even his seal.
The letter came from?
Where did this come from? I do not know. But it is definitely not from my father.
Do you have any idea na merong someone?
Pwede ba lang ibigay yung letter naman na, yung love letter naman?
To
Irina?
Okay.
Oo, bigay mo direct kay Irina.
And as you give it to Irina, you notice that the seals on the two letters are the same. And as Irina opens it, you notice that the handwriting on the two letters are the same. And
Mabasa ba namin yung letter
huh?
kay Irina? Mabasa namin yung letter na binigay namin kay Irina.
She does not read it to you. Oh, she does not let you read it. However, you can see from afar the handwriting is similar. Parang at a glance pa lang, kita mo na magkapareho yung handwriting. And upon reading it, Irina immediately gets angry, crumples it up, and tears it, and throws it to the ground.
Lang.
Kukunin ko pa eh.
Oo, wait lang. Anong sabi?
Ano sabi? Pwedeng
Pwede
ano,
bang tanong kay Irina, anong nakasulat dun sa letter?
Brother, it is him again. He writes to me. Oh my goodness. I believe that your plan is right. I have to leave this village.
can we read the letter if you don't mind? Like, kahit crumpled and ano na, can we just put it together? Para lang malaman namin, baka meron kaming makuwang clue.
And as you open it, you just read a letter in the same handwriting as the one you showed Ismark, saying it's just a sappy love letter about like how he wants to see her, and it's the lyrics of the song Palasyo but in English.
Wow.
Yung palasyo, ano yun?
Yung kay Regine Velasquez.
Sino kumanta?
Dadalhin kita sa aking palasyo.
Dadalhin kita sa...
Oh! Oh my God.
It's
Ba
the lyrics
yan?
of that song but in
Ano
English.
ba yan?
Ano bang culture yan?
Sorry, walang states.
Can we ask Irina if she have any idea kung sino yung guy na yun?
I do not know who he is. All I know is that he comes at night and he's freaky, really scary. He keeps wanting to bring me to his castle.
Baka nga vampire to. No?
Sino ulit si Ismark the Lesser? Sino siya ulit?
Ismark, yung kausap niya. Kapatid ni Irina.
Ay,
Yung current
okay.
burgomaster.
Okay. Hmm.
Third stage.
Feeling ko vampire or werewolf. So, delikado kasi lumabas ng gabi. I-risk ba natin? Gusto ko naman din silang tulungan. Can I remind them also na merong money involved? Na may makukuha kaming money pag natulungan namin sila. In a nice way.
You know that, as I said, this letter's not from my father. However,
Oo nga pala.
yes, I do believe that good deeds should not go unrewarded. And we will happily pay you whatever we can if you assist us.
Ano guys, tutulungan ba natin? Rest muna tayo.
Tong rest muna tayo.
Yes, definitely. And you see Ismark make a clap. Go. And a butler enters the hall. Say, yes, sir. Please bring them to the guest room and have them rest there until we wait for the night. Then we will bring our father to the church and have Father Donovich lay him to rest.
Oh.
And as the butler, yeah, go ahead.
Can I sneak? Diba, pag pinapunta na kami dun sa our room, pwedeng mag-sneak ako dun sa coffin. Titingnan ko lang yung neck ng dad kung may bite mark. Wala lang.
It is open and you don't have to sneak. Clearly, it is, aside from a few liver spots and moles, there are no bite marks.
Okay. Kasi baka vampire din siya. Buhay sa gabi. Okay.
Parang bakit kayo binigyan ng letter ng same guy?
Is it appropriate to still go to chaos?
Nga eh. Actually, hindi ko rin alam eh.
Feel like this
Bakit
is
niya gusto tulungan namin si Irina?
yeah, you're so
Just yun
and
eh. Kailangan natin makausap yung guy na nagbigay ng letter sa atin. Na ibigay daw kay Irina. Baka makita pa natin.
September 28. I
Hmm.
think it's
Okay. So once you have been escorted to your rooms, you see that it is a well-furnished guest room that fits all of you comfortably, including Condoriano, who does not have to sleep in his shell.
Yay!
And the butler says, "Breakfast will. We will call for you when the time is ready. Please do make yourselves at home."
Awesome.
And with that, yes, continue.
Maglo-long rest na?
Yes, you can take a long rest here if you'd like.
Pwede kong gawin to. Actually, hindi ko alam kung para saan siya. Pero, gagawin ko na rin. Google ko muna kung paano. Long rest kasi kailangan eh. Plus isang weapon.
If you are proficient with
Okay,
and
Hex
flex
Warrior.
to handle. Okay, so any non-two-handed weapon, you can use your charisma modifier as the stat modifier instead of strength or dexterity. So if you're using a dagger, for example, since warlock ka, you have high charisma. Imbis na strength ang modifier, gagawing charisma siya.
Paano yung modifier? Pag, for example, may nag-attack ako.
Imbes na strength, charisma.
Yes.
Kasi charisma yung mataas sa'yo eh.
Yes.
Madedetect, wait lang. Pag, for example, nag-attack ako na ganito, madedetect pa niya agad?
No.
Paano yung modifier?
You're gonna have to change it sa stat sheet mo. Or sa character sheet. So,
Paano change?
for that, for example, yung dagger, we're gonna change that instead of dex. We change it to charisma. Ayan.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So, manually i-change para
Yes.
madedetect dito.
and
Ay,
ayan.
okay.
Ang lalabas, charisma na
Okay,
yung
yeah.
modifier niya.
Okay, sige.
Okay?
Okay.
Anything else?
Yun lang for me.
Wala.
Long rest na, okay.
And with that, you are able to take a long rest. And at the same time, you feel an overwhelming sense of relief that you have survived the house that you just entered. And you hear the words, "Level up."
Yay!
And that is where we are going to end our session for tonight.
Hey.
Yay!
And thank you very much.
Thank you, Tubi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat. Ha! Okay.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye! Uy, long weekend pala, diba? Last
Tapos na.